Hey, you guys, welcome back to Writer Groupie. If this is your first time here, I want to say thank you for visiting. I really do appreciate the time that you're spending to stay with me or share with me. And also, if you're a regular subscriber, thank you so much for being a regular subscriber. Everything I do for you. Now, today we're going to talk about genre. Recently, it's been brought to my attention that knowing your genre, picking your genre, and writing in your genre is a big deal. This is something that I did not realize, even from inception, way back in 2008. So for the last 14 years, I think I've been doing it wrong. We're going to talk about that today on Writer Groupie. Well, first of all, you guys, it cannot be stressed enough. Do your research. Find out what your genre is and try and follow those genre guidelines. It is very important, especially if you're seeking traditional publishing, because believe me, the agents that you'll be pitching to, they do know the genres and they do know those guidelines, and they know right away when you did not follow it. As you may remember, back in July, I pitched to several agents at an online writers conference, and this is how I know this, because inadvertently, I did not know that I was writing in a specific genre. I thought I was writing in something else. And more than one agent told me, well, I really think it's this. And so I'm just passing along information to you guys, a little like an admonition. Do your research, know what you're doing if you're going to pitch, because it's going to cost you if you don't. To be quite honest, it may have costed me an agent opportunity because they passed. And that's what happens, is if they don't believe that you're talking about the right type of genre, that you haven't categorized yourself or your work properly, they'll pass. They have that option. They have that right. And so you do not want to be in the same shoes that I have been in. That's why I'm talking to you guys today. I'm trying to avoid that for you. Would I do it differently if I could do it again? Absolutely. But the problem with me and what happened to me is I disagreed with the agent. She believed I was writing in one genre. I believed I was writing in another. And I understand why she believed that. I think it had to do with language in my pitch. My pitch had a lot of language that could be construed one way, and it wasn't construed the way that I intended. And so do the research, you guys, before you pitch to agents on the pitches themselves. Use the proper wording that goes along with the type of story that you're writing or have written, because even the language that you use in the pitch is being analyzed. Everything you say from the minute that you sit down to the time that you get up is being analyzed and categorized. So now I think it would be prudent to talk about just exactly what genre is. And I'm not going to be doing the Wikipedia version here, you guys. I'm going to be talking about how I would understand genre. And how I see genre is this. There are categories of story. There are romances, there are fantasies, there are westerns, there are mysteries, excuse me. And those are genres. They're big umbrellas that we put categorized stories under. There are subcategories under those umbrellas, like, let's just take the romance umbrella. Under the romance umbrella or the romance genre, there could be paranormal romance, there could be historical romance, there could be contemporary romance. All those additional categories are really just sub-genres. And so if you understand what category your book falls in, and then if it falls into a subgenre or a subcategory, know what that is as well, because when you're talking about it with an agent, it's going to matter a great deal. And make sure that you're plain on that. Make sure you understand it. It's vital. It's just vital. So, having said all that, know your genre. That is vital. You have to know your genre before you can even talk to somebody about it. before you can even write a query letter, before you can do anything so far as getting your book into the next level. Knowing your genre is crucial. Also, mind your language in a pitch. Make sure that that query letter or that verbal pitch, whatever it is that you're doing for your book, has the proper cadence. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. If you're writing a middle grade and you have sing-songy type of language in your pitch, that fits. If you're writing an adult story of some kind, you wouldn't want that. You wouldn't want that sing-songy kind of word or words in your pitch. And so be mindful of how you pitch it. Be mindful. Make sure that if it's a dark story, you use language that evokes a dark image. If you're writing a funny story, make sure you use some humorous language. It's very, very important. The language we use also denotes genre, believe it or not. That's the truth. Well, you guys, I don't really know what else that I can say about it. I mean, that's pretty much it. Know your genre, use the proper language when you're pitching to agents. It is really kind of important. I can't stress that enough. And I would love it if you guys would send me some comments with ideas of what you'd like to see in a future video. I've had a lot of downtime here lately. We had a death in the family, and there was a lot of stuff that went on the first part of August that prevented me from really getting into the chair and doing any video production. Also, I have not fulfilled my goals for August. We're almost to the end of August, and you know, I don't even want to share what I've accomplished. About the best thing I can say is that I have been eating better and I have been going to the gym. But so far as writing, not so much. Now, I have been doing a little editing. Thank you to the agent pitches. I've learned a little, information that I wanted to go back in and make the edits and make it a little bit better. And there's nothing wrong with that. I am still waiting to hear back from the final agent that I pitched to at that conference. I will be sure and let you know how that turns out once I know. I also was on the way to pitching to a small publisher when some events took place that made me change my mind, and I did not go ahead with that. So I have done some things. I haven't done nearly as much as I would like to have done for the month of August. Hopefully September will be a better month. I'll be in touch, so you be in touch. Like and subscribe to this channel. It is so important to me. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys. And I'll see you in the next video.